Hello, my name is Donna Ellis. I am the creator of the Active Rest Fitness program and lifestyle, and I am inviting you to meet me on the deck. On the deck is where I help people get active for at least 30 minutes a day by providing workouts to fit any schedule and to eliminate most excuses. I also encourage people to prioritize rest and restorative sleep, to practice mindfulness in their eating habits and their physical abilities, and to build a community of support amongst their family members, neighbors, and friends. If any of this or if all of this sounds interesting to you, then please remember to listen to the message all the way through, like this message, share it with someone, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get more messages like this. The message from the deck today is about getting better with food. Especially in this new year, a lot of people have made resolutions to eat better, get healthier, things like that. So I'm just going to talk to you and try to give you some tips on things that I've seen, in my life because it's also one of my goals, and also what I've seen kind of across social media. And hopefully it can help you navigate your food choices a little bit better or help with your relationship around food. I'm not a nutritionist at all. I'm just speaking strictly from my experience and from experiences of others that I've heard about. So the first thing about eating well and starting like a new, I would say a diet. I'll call it a diet. Starting a new diet is, you want to eat the right things. You want to try to cut back on some things. A lot of people are cutting back on sugar. A lot of folks are fasting. A lot of people are incorporating more fruits and veggies um, into their diets. But I want you to really make sure that the foods you're eating are going to serve you. And whatever, health complications you may have, you need to always speak with a doctor before starting a new diet and weight loss program and fitness program. But what I've seen is somebody posted a picture and, stating that they're, on a new diet. But what they were eating wasn't the healthiest choice that they could have made, and the serving size was large. So I'm not big on, I like to eat what I like to eat. I like to enjoy the foods that I love, whether they're, healthy foods or not so good for me. I try to have those in moderation, but that's the key, moderation. What I want you to try to do in this new year is check your serving sizes. Check your serving sizes because that's one thing. Sometimes you can think you're eating something healthy. And when you check that serving size, it's like, like for example, um, a few years ago, I did Weight Watchers and I loved Oreo cookies, right? They were my favorite cookies at the time. So I would always, no matter what, if I got Oreo cookies, I would eat 5 of them. So when I joined Weight Watchers and had to put in the points and different things like that and started reading the nutrition panel on my food, I found that Oreos, the serving size, I believe at that time was three cookies. And so if you think about it, you're eating double the serving size. So something might say, oh, this is just 100 calories or it'll say 100 calories per serving, but that per serving will be small. And so you're not looking at that. So you're thinking, oh, I'm going to have this and it's 100 calories, but you might be eating 3 or 4 servings of a snack, not even a main meal. So that's what we want to go into 2024 doing. We want to check our serving sizes. We want to know how much a cup is. We want to know how much, half a cup is when it comes to our serving sizes. When I was on Weight Watchers for the first time, I actually used to travel with little measuring cups. I would weigh my food. I have a food scale here now, but I would weigh the food. I would check the serving sizes. So that's something that I want you to be cautious of when you're eating, especially with snacks and things with the nutrition panel on it, to make sure that you're looking and eating the right serving for the amount of calories that you want. All right, number 2, go to sleep. So this is the thing that kind of sparked this conversation on the deck. We were just kind of randomly talking, but we were all agreeing that when we stay up late, that's when we snack. We can have all the good intentions in the world to eat well, and we'll start out good. We'll have a great breakfast. We'll have a great lunch, maybe even a healthy dinner if you're the type of person that eats dinner. But then the longer you stay up, the more on the phone scrolling or watching TV or doing whatever you go and, oh, I could use a little something, a little snack right now. And you go and grab something to eat. So we kind of talked about that and said, look, we need to go to sleep. And one of the ladies said, she said she actually told herself, now see, if you had been in the bed asleep like you were supposed to be, you wouldn't be up eating or up hungry right now. So that's the second thing is at night, especially at night, if you're a night snacker, go ahead and get in the bed so that you can, avoid those cravings. And that's something that I have to deal with that well. I'm a night snacker. When I'm sitting and I've put my baby to bed and I'm just kind of winding down for the evening, that's when I want a snack. I don't eat dinner a lot, but I'll have breakfast, I'll have lunch. I try to make at least one of those a healthy meal. And then I'll come home and I'll work out. Sometimes I'll do two workouts. And then it's right when I'm winding down after we've had our showers and our baths and things like that. And I'm sitting, when I'm alone, that's when I want to snack as I'm winding down for bed. So I need to take that advice too. Just go ahead, put everything down and lay down. And then that way you won't be tempted to go and get that snack. But as long as I'm up watching something on Netflix or scrolling through my phone, things like that, I want that snack. So the third thing, and I have four things. So the third thing, okay, so I joined Weight Watchers on the 1st. It was actually on the 1st of the year, January 1st. I joined Weight Watchers. I went out to breakfast. And I just joined real quick before I even left the house to go to breakfast. They was having a special and I said, well, let me try this out again. Because I had success on Weight Watchers about 10 years ago. And I wanted to try it again. So I, created an account, got all that done, pulled up the mobile app, got that situated, went out to breakfast, got my usual breakfast. It wasn't the best breakfast to have, but got my usual. And I came home and I started putting in the points for it, right? That's Weight Watchers. It's the same as counting calories, but in Weight Watchers, you're counting points. Put in those points and I was already over my allotted points for the day, right? I was already over my point count for the day. Just at breakfast. I haven't had lunch. I haven't had a snack. I haven't thought about dinner. And I'm already beyond what I should have for that day. So my advice to you, if you're trying to get better with food, is to start food journaling. There are, I think, my Map My Fitness, I think, has a food app that you can use. And there are several like calorie counters and things like that are free apps on your phone where you can plug in your food. Some of the food is already pre-programmed in. Some of the restaurants are already, dishes from different restaurants are already pre-programmed. So you just quickly go in and just put it in there. I know Weight Watchers is like that. Weight Watchers, you can scan like the barcode of the foods in the store and it gives you your serving size and, just how many points it is like right there as you're shopping. Um, I would say start food journaling. Take an account of what you're actually eating in the correct serving size. That goes to the serving size because sometimes we're fooling ourselves. Like we're only eating a little bit. But then when we put those points in there, it's like you've already exceeded like 2 days worth of worth of food, for your calorie goal, your caloric goals. So that's the fourth thing. Start food journaling. Start being honest with the amount of food that you're actually, eating. And then the fourth thing, that this is the last thing, set realistic goals so that you can set yourself up for success. When you set goals that are unrealistic, things that you can't do because it's just not a part of your everyday lifestyle. You have good intentions. We all do. We want to do the right thing. But when you set those goals too high, the first time you mess up, you'll say, oh, this isn't going to work for me. And then you binge. That's why I always say, start small, make small changes, do a little bit at a time, and then you'll set yourself up for success. And you'll even, again, like I said earlier on one of the messages, that motivation comes from action. Motivation doesn't come before you do anything. It comes after you've actually put some things into play. So if you go ahead and make those small changes and you're having success with those small changes, that might motivate you to make bigger changes, better choices. Okay. So those are just four things that I wanted to talk about as we're, entering into this new year, getting going, before we fall off the wagon too much. Some of us have already broken those New Year's resolutions, but we can get back on on them. We can get back started if we just kind of do these small things. So those are the 4 things, especially if you're already, if you're still on track and you just need to tweak your diet just a little bit. You want to check that serving size. You want to make sure that you go to bed at night so that you can stop all that snacking at night. And then also we want to start food journaling. We want to keep an account of the foods that we are actually putting into our body. We want to know how many calories we're eating, how many points we're eating at any given time. And then we want to set realistic food goals so that we can be successful on this journey, because we're going to kind of bounce back. We're going to sway a little bit, but we don't want to just fall completely off the wagon. It's okay to sway a little bit, but we don't want to totally give up on our goals and on our, on what we want to do, because what the ultimate goal is to live a better, healthier, longer life. And that's what we want to accomplish. So that's the end of the message for today. I hope that it encourages you. I hope that it motivates you. I hope that you can learn something from it and take action. I hope that it propels you to do something. And I also hope that you have a great day. Thank you.